Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and the Green Lantern issue number 5. Beware his power, mother fathead, because he's coming for you. Now, this is actually the second time that I'm reviewing this comic book. You're not going to find the first one unless you come by and sneak out of my computer and maybe look in my deleted bin. But in that case, prepare for a kick in the teeth. I'm just saying this trespassing, all right? It's breaking and entering. It's criminal trespass. It's a kick in the teeth. Anyway, I had to redo this because one of my admins on the live casts that I do, Silva Surfa, you guys know him as? Yeah. Boom. He went and pointed out that on Liam Sharp's Twitter page, guess what? It turns out that there was a tribute to John Schnepp that completely went past me. I didn't notice it. I just happened to check my Facebook group, the Comic Book University Facebook group, and boom, Silver Surfer's pointing out in there, Rich Silva. And it's like, oh, wow, would you look at that? So, yeah, confirmed. It's true. In fact, I'm actually going to put the thing up here so you can check it out. Look at that. It's pretty cool, right? See that? See, it's true. It's verified. So, if you're a huge fan of John Schnepp, if you are in fact a sweaty, my recommendation is grab this comic book, even if you hate the Green Lantern, because that's actually kind of cool. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go back over. I'm free to go over here now, right? Anyhow, I love this comic book. I'm trying to remember all the things that I talked about, because usually once I put a comic book out, in the review, I'm just like, I can forget it now and move on and try and, pay attention to the next thing we're going to be reading. That's one of the problems with reading so many comic books. But the point is, I think I remember enough of it because it was such a damned excellent issue. Let's get started talking about who actually made this comic book. Then we'll talk about the issue itself. So this issue is called Black Star at Zenith. Grant Morrison is the writer. Liam Sharp is the artist. Tom Oliff does the colors. Tom Orzechowski on letters. Liam Sharp and Steve Oliff on the cover. Joe St. Pierre and Steve Furchow do the variant cover. So you may notice that there's this dude called Saint Yorga being talked about. Yeah. Count Yorga, Vampire, is actually a vampire movie from the early 70s. Not Liam Sharp in this particular case. Here's Grant Morrison putting in an Easter egg. And I don't think he exposed or revealed that Easter egg. He's more like, I'm going to plant this thing, and if you don't find it, you're going broke. You ain't going to find the quarter inside. That's what everybody else's family did during Easter, right? Because that's what my family did. No, just me. Go figure. Anyhow, I also grew up with jelly beans because of Ronald Reagan, so there's that. So this was, like, I love finding these little kind of Easter eggs, because you know that with somebody like Grant Morrison, if you find 5 Easter eggs in a comic book, it's only because you missed 10. That's how sick this guy is, with just hiding a bunch of things. And he'll put these Easter eggs in and forget about them and just laugh. And I'll never answer your questions. Unless he's on Fat Man on Batman, in which case, yeah, Kevin Smith. Come on, dude. Guy from Jersey with a beard. My beard is way cooler. So come on, man. Come and talk to me, bro. Anyhow, yeah. Just nothing but a purely fantastic book. Dude, I grew up on kung fu movies, like Kung Fu Theater and all that stuff. Hell yeah, you can't beat the Shaw Brothers. But by all means, please try, because it's only going to be to my benefit. I would love to see something better than a Shaw Brothers film. But like 36 Chambers of Kung Fu and stuff like that was 36 Chambers of Shaolin. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Dude, like any of these movies that have, like, it's like, here's a guy, and he's kind of cool, but all of a sudden he realizes he's got to go and get better, so he goes and takes the tests, and he passes the tests, and he becomes the master. Well, that's kind of what Hal Jordan has to do here in order to become in order to become a Black Star. He passes the tests. That should be pretty obvious, because they stated plainly, if you fail, you're going to die. So he's got to gain 3 items and give up 3 things. The giving up 3 things thing was kind of okay, but when you're talking about a vampire, I'm thinking he's going to be losing body parts, in which case I'm like, no, I'm going back and asking the Green Lanterns if I can come back, because, he was booted and all that stuff. Well, you find out more about that as the comic book goes on. It was all a plot. To go and see how that happened and how irreverent it was completely. Those little blue guys, man, the freaking little blue guys, the guards, these guys are the biggest jerks on the face of in Sector Zero. All right, let's just leave it at that. But Hal Jordan having to pass these tests, beautiful. The second test, the second item he had to find, I kind of knew where it was, and right before it was revealed, I'm like, oh, wait a second, I got it. So that was literally, that was perfect. I didn't feel stupid, but I still felt surprised by it, and then I felt gratification that I was right. Dude, excellent writing in this. Absolutely excellent writing, because the hints and everything made sense. Boom. I loved it. And like they gave the clues, they gave the items as we needed to find out what they were. Absolutely perfect. I freaking loved this, man. This was beautiful. Everything about this comic book, I gotta say, this has to be the best issue so far. All right, each issue seems to get better. Like issue 2 wasn't as good as issue 1, and issue 1 was a little bit convoluted. It was great, but at the same time, it's like, dude, it's great, like a Cthulhu Mythos type of film, because you feel crazy afterwards. Like, that was awesome, but we're all gonna die. And issue 2 wasn't that great. 3 and on, man, forget about it. And this issue, this blew me away. The ending. No. I'm going to need to know what happens in the next issue, like right now. Possibly yesterday. Dude, this comic book is just, it's nothing but going straight up. I'm telling you right now. If you are a Grant Morrison fan, duh, you know this. If you're going to get this because you're a Green Lantern fan regardless, duh, obviously, right? But it's for you guys who go and check out this review, or somebody else's review perhaps, but, you know, why would you need anybody else? Look, pride aside, if you're on the fence about getting this comic book, about getting this series, please just get rid of all those ideas in your head right now, okay? I think that you can start with this comic book. This can be a jumping on issue. There's very little that you're going to miss. You might say like, well, who did he kill? If you're that curious, either go back and look at the reviews, or you know, solicit the book by actually, you know, paying for it. Go and get it. You're good. But seriously, consider getting this book. Get the trade paperback if you have to when the next, you know, after the next issue comes out. Something. Definitely jump on this book, but you can jump on this issue. It's just, it's written that well that I think you'll be okay. Guys, just I cannot stress it enough. This is a fantastic book. Again, just keeps getting better with each issue. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.